All right, Shalom. Check and make sure we good. All right, Shalom. All right, Shalom. All right, cool. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believe it on the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And I want to go into a lesson, as you see from the title, which I want to respond to a question that was posted on the Elder Yashawamba uh, comment board on the video he posted yesterday. And I'm a comment reader. I like to read them comments. So, nevertheless, scrolling through comments, and a lot of times, people ask questions. Sometimes brothers able to get to them, and sometimes brothers not. Like I know now that I'm speaking on it, it was a brother who asked a question a couple of days ago in this video I did. I wanted to get back, but it slipped my mind. So Lord willing, I can get to it. But nevertheless, as you see from the title, and I'm gonna share my screen, I'll show the video or the question that the brother asked. And I got the window open too, so y'all might hear some birds chirping, some natural instrumentals from the Lord. But let's go ahead and share my screen real quick, and we'll hop into it. Lord willing, this lesson do be edifying. And Shalom to Allah Akim, Akwafu may be tuning in. So again, going back to the question, as you see on the channel, and this from the video that Elder Yashawama put up yesterday, it says, we have a foretaste of the future glory. You see a beautiful video. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw it in the chat in case y'all want to check it out. Right? But he did a lesson yesterday going into, as you see, it says a foretaste of the future glory. Again, edifying lesson. Now, as I was scrolling down, looking at the comments, it's this comment that I seen right here. You see, this comment that I seen right here, and it's from End Times 1111. And I'm gonna go ahead and read the comment, right? And this is why I want to do the lesson, which the inspiration come from the Lord, but seeing this question and what we're here to do, edify. So I want to answer this question that this brother, have right here. So this is what he said on Elder Yashua comment board. I'll blow it up a little more. So he says, End Times 111, it says, why does Esau seem to flourish while committing atrocities against our people and the world? And that's a valid question, because it would seem like, why is the Lord allowing these people to do this? They destroying the earth. They killing all these animals, for game, for fun, and having these animals go extinct, right? Poisoning the waters, right? Polluting the airs, and also killing off the people. But it seemed that nothing ever happened to the nation of Edom, man. It's the so-called white man, woman, and child. It seemed like nothing ever happened to them. The question is, why though? Well, look, that's in the Bible. The answers are in the scriptures. And it's going the way the Lord planned for it to go. Right? So let's finish reading this comment. It says, why does Esau seem to flourish while committing atrocities against our people and the world? And this is where I get the title from. This devil seems to never get punished. Why? And that's true. It seemed like Esau never get punished. For the simple, a simple example, say you have a so-called black man, right? An Israelite man, a Judite man, but you could have an Israelite, so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American go into a store and steal something out the store, right? They could steal something out the store, and Esau might give them 10 to 15 years. But Esau, you have a so-called white man, woman, and child, they go in the store, steal the same thing that the black man stole, or even more, but they'll get probation. You see? They'll get probation, time served. Right? So it's clear when it come to judgment that Esau, he don't get judged like the rest of the world. He don't get judged like the Israelites. You know, he ain't in poverty like the Israelites. You know, as far as these other nations too, in the third world countries, Esau ain't living like that. You know, these other nations getting judged by Esau. But the question is why though? Well, we will go into the scriptures and prophecy and see why. But let's finish reading this question. So he said, why does Esau seem to flourish while committing atrocities against our people and the world? This devil seems to never get punished. Why? I'm sure it's not true, but it seems sure. It sure seems that way. Oh Yahweh, how long? And it's true. Esau don't get punished, but again, that's prescribed in the scriptures to be that way. The Lord is saving this man for judgment. And look, the thing is, if the Most High would have been judged Esau after every little thing his forefathers have done, right? After every little thing his descendants did, then the judgment that we waiting on to come to the nation of Edom here in these last days, it wouldn't be as impactful, right? Because now the Lord let his tab stack up from the beginning of the world. Hey, even starting with the serpent in the garden. That was that same spirit that was put in Cain, the same spirit that was put into these so-called white people today. Even in the garden, the Lord been letting his tab stack up. What he done is Cain, what he done is Esau, and what he doing as a descendant. So now when the Lord finally do bring the judgment, many years down the line, it's going to be far worse than what it would have been if he would have judged them on spot. So the Lord let that serpent begin as a serpent, and now this nigga turned into a dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns. You see? So a great destruction is coming to these people. Let's get into these precepts though. Let's go into the beginning, because again, as we know, reincarnation, that spirit that was within the so-called white man Esau, that's the same spirit that went back to Cain, right? Which you had Cain and Abel, the sons of Adam. And also before Cain, that was that same spirit that was in the man in the garden who the people know as a serpent. So he always, since the beginning, was going off, tripping, and the Lord cursed him since the beginning. And even since then, he's still been bringing death and wickedness into the world. So the question is, why haven't the Lord judged him? The simple answer is the Most High have been saving Esau from being judged. So at the end of the world, when Yahweh Shah come, the Most High's son is going to be the one that's going to judge Esau, man. He going to be the one that's going to judge Esau. And here at the end of the world, this when everything gonna happen to him, the Lord allow him to get by. But let's go ahead and read this in Genesis, starting with Cain, because again, this is who the Edomites come from, you know, before the flood. But let's see where I'm gonna start. So this after Cain killed his brother Abel, right? Let's start right here. So this Genesis chapter 4 and verse 8. It says, and Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were it says, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. The same thing Esau wanted to do to Jacob, right? Because he was mad, because he was jealous. You know, liking it to the same way these so-called white people don't like us today. You see, mad and jealous. Also understand that we got the birthright, the one they had. So let's read on. It says, and Cain, so like, and Yahweh said unto Cain, where is thy brother Abel? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? So look, he lied. He lied to the Lord. You see? Yeah, you knew where he was. You just murdered him, man. So one, he lied. Then he tried to get you know, as they say down south, he tried to get smart with the Lord and say, am I my brother's keeper? So it says, verse 10, and he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cried unto me from the ground. Check this out. And now art thou cursed from the earth. This was being told to Cain, right? And now, mind you, if we was to go a chapter 2 up in Genesis, in the garden, what was told to that serpent? He was cursed. So you see, this curse always followed this specific nation, man. Because the curse ain't let up off these Edomites yet. So going back to the brother question, it seemed like Esau just been getting by without being punished. It's not that he just been getting by. His judgment just haven't come yet. That's it. We waiting on it, man. The Lord is saving us for this man. But let's finish reading. It says, and now, verse 11, and now art thou cursed from the earth, which have opened their mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. Right. That's why you see Esau got to make fruits, GMOs, because according to prophecy, right, the spirit that was in Cain, once he tilled the ground, try to grow stuff, guess what? It won't bring forth nothing. So now we see that the nation of Esau or nation of Edom in the latter days, shit don't grow for them either. That's why they gotta make food, make GMOs, plant their own trees, and hold it up by some silver rope. Because going back to this curse that was put on them, man, the earth was gonna be in decay under these people. But let's get to the point. It says, "And a fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth." And this kind of hitting on his brother question, because a fugitive and a vagabond is somebody who's running from judgment. Now check this out. When you have a fugitive on the run, what's the first things he do? He changes identity. You see, he changes identity because you have the FBI wanted signs up, so on and so forth. So he got to try to get out of that appearance that's on the sign, right? The description, so on and so forth. Well, that's the same thing Esau did. Now that he's guilty and the Lord pronounced the judgment for him, he's on the run. And what's the first thing a vagabond do? Somebody who on the run or a fugitive? They try to change their appearance. What's the first thing Esau did when he came out of the dark ages? Changing his appearance, man. Right? Changing the nation he from. Look, we ain't the Edomites. We Jews. Right? Well, we Romans. We Greeks. Egyptians. Got the shaved face, the blonde hair. So he's changing his appearance to not link up with his judgment. But again, going back to the brother question, he's been on the run. That's why he ain't been getting judged. But we coming to the time now the Lord is calling Esau out. You see? Before you get sentenced, what you get told, your offenses, what you done. So right now the prophets are telling Esau his offenses and why he's gonna be condemned. And we're gonna wait on Yahweh to come back and do it. But let's finish. It says, verse 13, "And Cain said unto Yahweh," so this Cain responds after the Lord told him his judgment. "And Cain said unto Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me." Right? Now, Cain said that. Now, this is the Lord response. So this the ultimate answer on why the so-called white man, woman, and child is not being judged like the Israelites or other nations. This the reason the Lord don't want them to right now. This the reason. Because Cain cried, "Look, somebody gonna kill me, Lord." And Yahweh said unto him, "Therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold." So the Lord and Yahweh set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. So the Lord said, look, nobody kill Cain. Nobody touch him. Nobody touch him. If you do, I'm going to judge you worse, 7 times worse. So from the beginning, the Most High said, nobody touch this man or his people. If you do, I'm going to bring vengeance on you 7 times worse, because the Lord was doing something right here, man. You see? And it says, "And Yahweh set a mark upon Cain, lest any find him should kill him." Now, what's this mark? He took his pigment from him, man, as those who call it today melanin. And that's how we know Esau is a so-called white man. This happened back then with Cain, before the flood. And, after the flood, when this seed line died off, they came back as who? Esau, Edom. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, right? That's Cain coming back. Cain and Abel, Jacob and Esau coming back. So this mark that was put on Cain, or what we see today on these Edomites, the leprosy, but this the mark that the Lord put on it. And going back to the point, this is why Cain or the Edomites don't get judged when they do things in the earth. "And Yahweh said unto him, Therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be had on him sevenfold." So the Lord said, don't touch him. The Lord said, nobody touch Cain, neither his descendants, because I got something waiting on them, man. And ultimately, Yahweh gonna do it. That's why it says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?" The Most High ain't have nobody touch the Edomites because he want his son to do it. You know how these, the mob, you got a mob boss or a mafia boss. He'll tell his men, look, bring them to me alive. You know, some FBI scientists just say dead or alive, but people who want to do it themselves, they say, look, bring them to me alive. I want to do it. That's what the Lord is saying. Ultimately, he said, look, when I call Cain or these Edomites for their judgment in the end of the world, bring them to me alive. I want my son to handle this for me, man. So let's move on. Now, this is going to shed even more light. I just wanted to get that first because, look, the Lord said nobody touched them because the Most High is setting them up for greater destruction. Now, I want to get this here in Psalm 73 to shed light on that. Because it's going to go into the wicked, mainly Esau, and how, you know, they do wickedness in the earth, but they continuously prosper. They grow old and nothing happened to them. Now, this is what our forefather Asaph, which is a priest, this is what he was speaking about. And he even said, look, it kind of pissed him off because he realized he was repenting daily, you know, serving the Lord. In other words, fighting a good fight of faith, right? And he trying, and he like, look, I ain't prospering. Lord, I'm serving you, but I'm not prospering. Why is these wicked people prospering? But the point is, it's something that Asaph realized. You see? And that's what we are realizing now. Going back to the brother question, says, why does Esau seem to flourish while committing atrocities against our people and the world? Well, we got one first because the Lord said nobody touch him. It says, this devil seems to never get punished. Why? I'm sure it's not true, and it is true, but it sure seems that way. Oh, Yahweh, how long? Well, we getting it. First, the Lord said against the spirit of these people, nobody touch them. If you do, I'm gonna judge you worse. Nobody touch him, and I'm gonna put a mark on him to make a distinction between him and his people, you know, in lieu of all other people, and that's why they call so-called white people today. Now we're gonna read Psalm 73 because this is something our forefather Asaph realized, and we might all have this thought too. You know, in the truth, like the brother, this the thought he got. Well, look, this the answer. So this Psalm 73, right? And we might read the whole. I ain't gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna stop at We'll see. We will move in the spirit, but this Psalm 73, we're gonna start at 1. It says, "Truly, the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart," right? Those who repent, you know, serving the Lord in sincerity. It says, but as for me, so Asaph saying, but look, me, he says, but as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. So he's saying, look, you know, hey, call on Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, the Lord good to those who serving him. But shit, honestly though, me, I was almost out of here. I almost gave up. You see? This is a man being honest right here. Look, I almost gave up. We're going to see why he said that. Then he came to the conclusion of something. Let's read on. This is why he almost gave up. He says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Let's go back to this question. What the brother asks. Why does Esau seem to flourish while committing atrocities against our people in the world? This devil never seems to get punished. Why? Let's go back to Psalm 73. Because what this brother saying, he sound like Asaph. Psalm 73:3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. It says they are not in trouble as other men. That's what the brother put in the comment. Why it seem like Esau don't go through nothing like other people? Well, the scripture saying, according to the Lord, the wicked, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. They don't have the same problems we do. You know, they might go through some, but look, they ain't in poverty, struggling like Jake with their problems, man. A problem for Esau is he was once making 20 million a year. Now he making 19.5 and he can't take it. Now he go jump off the building. You see? Look, they grow old like these Rothschilds, these Rockefellers. You see, they got 8. What Jacob Rothschild or Rockefeller, one of them, he had 8 heart transplants, man. How is that possible? So look, they got the ability to prolong their life, eat the best food. They ain't eating GMOs. Even these everyday Edomites, they living better than the average nigga and Mexican, man. So it seemed like they're not going through stuff. At the same time, they living the worst. They bringing wickedness into the world. They the number one cause of death in animals, in the earth, as the scriptures say, destroy him who destroy the earth and people. But why are they prospering? Let's read. It says, therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain, and violence covereth them as a garment. Right. So since the Lord ain't judging them, they proud in that. Everywhere they go, they bring their pride and they bring their wickedness. And it says, violence covereth them as a garment. Guess what? When you put a garment on, they go everywhere you go. That's why it said in Malachi 1 and 4 that they are the border of wickedness. If you see an Edomite somewhere, some bullshit going on. You see? Let's continue on. It says, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. This Habakkuk 2. He never satisfied. He take over one nation, he get their resources, right? Now he want to get another country and get their resources. It don't stop. You see? It says they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, as if what we going through don't mean nothing or it's not a big deal. Get over slavery. So as we read this clearly Esau mindset and how they living. They living good. They don't care about the oppression of, the poor. They in their pride and they move with violence. So we read it again, going to the brother question. We reading right here, verse 10. Verse 9, it says, they set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue walketh through the earth, right? Blaspheming the Most High, so on and so forth. It says, therefore his people return hither and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how do the Most High know? Is there any knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Now, what we just read was negative things about a man or people, how they proud, right? Violence, not concerned about the oppression of the poor. You see, fools, they wicked. And the Lord, after all that, Asaph said, but behold, verse 12, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. That's what the brother asks. Why are they prospering? So Asaph gonna say, verse 13, for verily I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. So Asaph was feeling like, damn, well, the wicked prospering, they ungodly, but they still increasing their riches. But me, I'm repenting, I'm doing the work. I feel like I'm doing this for nothing because I'm struggling. Because he said, verily I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long I have been plagued and chastened every morning. And if I say, I will speak thus, behold, I shall offend against the children of that generation. So Asaph said, if I would have told anybody this, brothers would have looked at me like I was crazy, man. You see, brothers would have got offended. What you talking about? You giving up? You see? Because he felt like he was serving the law for no reason and the wicked was prospering. This the thing, though. It says, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High. Let's stop there. Asaph, he didn't understand, going back to this brother question, he didn't understand why the wicked was prospering, why Esau was able to get away with his atrocities. But now we understand, because where are we? We in the sanctuary of the Most High. We understand the truth now. We see the future. We understand the future now. So we see their end. Let's read this brother question one more time. It says, why does Esau seem to flourish while committing atrocities against our people in the world? This devil never seems to get punished. Why? Verse 17. Because Esau was saying the same thing until he realized something. It says, when I thought to notice, verse 16, it was too painful for me until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High. Then, right? So after the truth, after he got in the prophecies, so to speak, and seen the end of the wicked, what was to come? It says, then understood I their end. And that's what we understand now, man. So we shouldn't let that bother us. I'm gonna get some more, Lord willing, to kind of back that up to show, look, Esau got a judgment coming to him. He ain't gonna just go escape and get away and be a fugitive and a vagabond forever. You see, like that movie, Almost Got Away with It. One of my favorite TV shows. I'm sure brothers out there probably seen it, and look, most of the cases in that show were Edomites. But look, they'll get away, they escape from prison, a fugitive and a vagabond, right? They escape from prison and look, 30 years down the line, 25 years down the line, 40 years down the line, they'll make a dumb mistake right? A stupid mistake. Hey, like Esau in the latter days, the Lord taking his wisdom away, so he making dumb mistakes. And then guess what? He'll get caught after all this time. That's what we talking about. That's how the Lord have written his story. He let Esau, right? He let Esau escape. He let him be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. He allowed him to do wickedness in the earth. So now at the end of the day, at the end of the world, he got a great judgment coming to him that he can't escape. And look, the Lord got the records, man. Well, should I say receipts? The Lord got the receipts on everything he done. So now we understand prophecy. Now we understand, oh, it ain't just that Esau was getting by. The Lord been allowing this man to do that. Let me get a quick precept. Let's see why. I'm gonna go back to this Job. I'm gonna go back to that Psalms, but let me get this in Job real quick. The Lord been sparing this man, as it's saying Romans the 9th chapter. Check this out. And like I said in Romans the 9th chapter, to finish that thought, it said that the Most High been sparing him so that the Most High could show his power in the earth. Because again, if the Lord would have just judged Esau after what he did to Cain, if the Lord would have judged Cain to after what he did to Jacob, then what would have been a great judgment for missiles to come in at? You feel me? He still had to do things to the world, to do things to the Israelites. You see, if the Lord would have killed them right then and there, or judged him, Esau, the man Esau, for wanting to kill Jacob, if he would have killed Esau, then where would his descendants come in at and fuck up the earth, man? You see? If the Lord would have just judged the serpent on spot, then he wouldn't have to pass it to Cain. But no, the point is, he didn't judge him. He allowed them to do it. So now we here at the end of the world. Now we here. You see? And the Lord is calling this man out. So it ain't that he getting away. No, he's being called out now. But let me get this. This is Job 21, and I'm gonna start at verse 28. Job 21 and 28, it says, "For ye say, where is the house of the prince? And where are the dwelling places of the wicked?" It's a question mark. Let's find out. "Have ye not asked them that go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath." So it ain't that just they getting away and they so wise to escape judgment, or they just so great of a people that the Lord ain't judging them. No, he's reserving them unto the day of destruction. He's allowing them to do more so he could bring a worse judgment. Trust me, our power know what he doing, man. He know what he doing. And look, that's going, man, I'd rather it go this way. I'd rather the Lord let Esau get proud as if nothing go happen to them. I'm talking about even a regular, everyday, low-life Edomite. Because they think, look, America the greatest country and they the greatest people. I'd rather it be this way. So when the judgment do finally come and hit these people, oh man, it's gonna be so good to see these Edomites finally get judged after all these years of them thinking they just a superior race. I'm glad the Lord did it this way. So again, it says, "Have you not asked them," Job 21 and 29, "have you not asked them that go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction." When some reserve is for you, nobody else. Look, when there's a parking spot reserved, it's for you. Nobody else can park there. When you go to a restaurant, you got reservations, it's for you. Nobody else can sit there. So this great judgment that's coming in the end of the world is reserved for a nation, man. For a nation. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. It says that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. And who shall declare his way to his face? That's what we doing now. We telling him what he's guilty in, what he done. And we testifying, right? We on the chair right now testifying on what we see Esau do in world history and what we heard him do. We telling on him. I remember Elder Yasharama said before, the prophets are like righteous snitches, man. You feel me? The prophets are like righteous snitches. We telling. Yeah, we telling. I'm telling. You see? So that's what we doing. We telling on him right now. And we telling him what the Lord gonna judge him for. And it says, who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him what he have done? And who gonna be the one that's gonna repay him? Yahushua. That's why the Most High been saving Esau. Yahushua gonna be the one to repay that man. That's why it says, who is this that cometh from Edom? Yahushua gonna be the one to judge these people, man. Even King David. King David said, if a brother know where it's at, King David said, who shall lead me into the strong city? Who shall lead me into Edom? This the thing. When King David was ruling, the Edomites was under subjection. He had garrisons in their land. King David was bullying the Edomites. So why would he have to say, who gonna lead me into Edom? Right? Who gonna overtake the nation of Edom for me? That was in the spirit. He was speaking about the future. Yeah, how wish I go be the one to wholly take these people down, man? Right? But again, going back into this, how I say they reserve. Let me get this in a Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Right? Now, this just on Google. I just typed it in. I forget what page it's on, like page, so it sees like page 142 to I think page 143 maybe. But this is the point I want. Just to go into how, look, these Edomites got a judgment reserved, so it's not just that they escaping, right? This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. It says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures, right? Future things to come. It says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. As the scene of great future judgments. So they have a judgment. And it's not just that they escaping now, it's that their judgment ain't come. But we in the time that judgment coming. It says she is the only neighbor of the Israelites. So these Edomites, the only other nation, right? It says she is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High. Let's read that again. Let's read that again, man. So are the Edomites escaping judgment and nothing happening to them, or are the Most High saving them for judgment so it could be that much more worse? I'm going with the latter. Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary for the word Edom. It says Edom figures prominently, which Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child, is their biblical nationality. It says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High. You see, this is the only nation that's not going to get mercy. And when the mercy will come for these other nations? Because once Yahushua come back, America will be destroyed. Esau, his power will be taken out. The system will be depleted, man. Done. Then, starting with Yahushua, 144,000 and us as Israelites, we're going to take all these nations and put them in a captivity, as the scriptures say, as prophecy say, man. For 1,000 long years. Yes, 1,000 long years, we're going to have these people in hardcore slavery in the kingdom of heaven on earth, as the Bible say. And like Bishop Nate be saying, and what are we reading? The Bible. You see, as the Bible say. But this is the thing. Where the other nations go get mercy at? This in Isaiah 14, right? Revelation 20. Ezekiel 35. We might end it on Ezekiel 35. Matter of fact, we're gonna do that, Lord willing. But after 1,000 long years, these other nations, we're gonna give them some land. We go allow them to stand their own land, but they're gonna still have to serve us, right? Keep our laws, so on and so forth, honor our high holy days. They're gonna live in a righteous society, man. That's why it says when the righteous are on the authority, the people rejoice. So yes, people gonna be rejoicing, although they're gonna be under us in the kingdom. But here's the thing. The mercy ain't gonna be shown to Esau, because after the 1,000 long years, these heathens go get land and still serve us, but Esau go get exterminated. You ain't gonna be here to enjoy the kingdom. You see, the Lord ain't gonna allow you to mess up this garden like you did the first time, as you know, the man who the world think was a serpent. You ain't gonna be here to mess this one up, man. You see? So Edom got a great judgment coming, and the only nation that's not gonna get mercy. And that's what Asaph understood once he seen the latter end of things. That although these people prospering now, they getting by now, right? They proud. They think Trump about to come into office. Even if he do, so what? Right? America's still gonna get destroyed. But they just proud, man. Especially these down south Edomites. But nevertheless, now we know the truth. It's okay now. It's okay to see them prosper. It's okay to see them think they doing something by calling people niggas and talking shit. Because now we understand their end. Now we understand the end. We can laugh about it now too. Back in Psalm 73. Psalm 73 and 17, it says, until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I their end. And that's why we ain't tripping. That's why we ain't tripping. Well, the scriptures say, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Go ahead and live it up. You might want to. You might want to, because after this, you done. You see? So you might want to. So now we encouraging them to go prosper. We encouraging them to live their best life. Because once Yahweh Shai come, that's done forever. Even in the next world to come, it's done. Israelite, Edomite supremacy is done. Now we understand that. It says, until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I therein. And surely thou didst set them in slippery places. That's all the Most High did. Thou castest them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation? As in a moment, they are utterly consumed with terrors. So the Lord gonna flip the script quick, man. He gonna flip the script quick. And you read on Asaph kind of came back to his senses. He was like, you know what, y'all, I was tripping. You see? But let's get this real quick, because this is the time we in. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Because now that we see why the Edomites haven't been judged, because the Lord said nobody touched Cain. And Cain goes for the descendants who came back as Cain, or the Esau and his descent. The people who came back as Cain and that wicked seed line, after the flood, they came back through Esau and his descendants. You see? And his descendants trigger on down today in 2024 AD being called white people and Caucasians and Europeans. You see? Christians. Right? But we see now the Lord said don't touch them. It was going to come a point into the time that it was going to be realized these people prosper. Asaph said, okay, I see the end, what's going to happen. Then the Lord said, look, I know the wicked prospering, but I'm reserving them to the day of destruction. Now we close to the day of destruction. Now it's time for him to be revealed before the judgment come, man. And that's where we at right now. People seeing this, man. Now people see, oh shit, that ain't no Caucasian. That's Cain people. That's them Edomites. The veil, that vagabond, the things he used to change his identity. Now people see, oh, you are the Edomites, man. That's being revealed. So if people finding out you the Edomite, guess what's coming next? Your judgment. Because you know what Cain said? Remember in Genesis 4, going back to that, Cain said, if anybody find me, they gonna slay me. The thing was, nobody knew who the descendants of Cain were. Nobody knew who the descendants of Esau or who the wicked were. But now in these times, we found you. We found you. We see you, man. So therefore, since we found you, guess what got to happen now? And it came from Cain mouth. He said, if anybody find me, they're going to slay me. Well, lo and behold, we found you. Now the Lord about to judge you, man. You can't escape it. Let's read this. This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse, I'm going to start at 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day, and when you go to verse 1 and 2, it's talking about the day of Yahweh Shai. So it says, that day shall not come except. So Yahweh Shai can't come back except these two things happen, which in our time is another two things. In our time, it's the MOTB and missiles. In Paul's time, he says that day shall not come except they'll come a falling away first, which we fell away from who we are. Now we coming back. And it's the other thing. It says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So this was another thing that had to be brought out before Yahweh Shai could come, that the wicked, the man of sin, be revealed. And that's what we were saying. Now he's been revealed. Everybody know Esau is the wicked, man. Even his own people calling him out. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. All right, changing the images of the Lord, right? Not his science. His science is saying we don't need a God, the God of the Bible. He think he better than the Most High. Verse 5, this is what Apostle Paul said. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Going back to the question, yeah, it seemed like Esau is flourishing, getting by. right? As if he never get punished because it wasn't his time to be revealed yet. It wasn't his time to be judged yet. Well, behold, we in that time. It says, and now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Right? He was doing his wickedness back then in the Roman Empire. It says, but only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out the way. And who's the one that's letting this man do this? The Most High Yahweh. He's allowing him to. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, man. Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, right? The what's the word? What's the word? Oh, witnesses, right? We the witnesses, man. Going up there on the stand, testifying, right? Day in and day out. Look, brothers telling on him in the morning. Look, it's morning time right now. We telling, we telling, we bringing out charges against Esau all throughout the day in different languages. So he being consumed by the prophets bringing out this truth. He's being revealed. And what's next? And shall be destroyed with the brightness of his coming. Even him, even Esau Edom, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. So this is him. You see? And now he's being revealed. So what's next? The judgment. Let's get this real quick in Isaiah 34, and I'm going to get Ezekiel 35, and I'll wind it down. So this was coming next. The Lord got a judgment for these people. Remember, it says Esau is the scene of great future judgment. So going back to the brother question, I'm going to read it one more time. Why does Esau seem to flourish while committing atrocities against our people in the world? First, because the Lord said so. The Lord said nobody touch these people, man. If you do touch them, judgment will come on you sevenfold. That's why we see a lot of times today, a nigga or another nation try to take it into their own hands and judge Esau, right? Then they'll get in trouble for it. It'll backfire because the Lord said nobody deal with these people right now because I got somebody for them. I got somebody for them. And that's Yahushua. So that's why it seemed like they flourishing as they commit atrocities because the Lord letting them. He letting them build up their tab. So the judgment could be that much more worse. It says, this devil seems to never get punished. Why? Again, because the Lord says so. In other words, like Job. Remember, Job had a hedge around him so that nothing could happen to him. That's kind of how the Lord got Esau. Now he got a hedge about him that nothing could happen to him. But the point is, we're in the time that the Lord is removing that. You see? Let's read this real quick. Psalm 73. I mean, not 73, Psalm 73 in my mind. It's Isaiah 34. And we're going to get straight to the point. Verse 5, Isaiah 34 and 5. Now, the context of this is World War III. Because it's a time Yahushua go come back. And when he go come, judge Edom, right? Esau Edom start with America. And this really going to begin their judgment. Because, again, after America get destroyed, they still going to get judged in the world to come for 1,000 long years. This is the beginning of it. So this is Isaiah 34 and 5. It says, for my sword, which are those missiles, shall be bathed in heaven. Right? They go get shot up into the air, into the atmosphere, out those silos. And it said, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Idumea is the Greek word saying Edom. So the Lord go have these missiles shot off, and the main place they go come is the hub of Edomite rulership, America. You see? Hey, what the Lord said, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, right? Esau created the sword, he will go out by the sword. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea or Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. We talked about that earlier. Who was the other people that received the curse? The serpent in the garden. Remember, the Lord cursed him. The serpent in the garden got received the curse from the Lord. Who was the other one? Cain. He was cursed by the Most High. Who else? Esau and they people. And we reading, and so this curse followed them. It ain't done yet. The people of his curse to judgment. You curse for a reason. You ain't just curse just to get by. It's to judgment. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Going all the way back from the garden. The same people. It says, the sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, with the blood of lambs and goats. Now it's given animals, but this going to be the people. Remember, the scriptures are poetic. So it's given a sacrifice that's going to come in this land of Basra. Now, when you give a sacrifice, you actually you put it on the altar. You take, the lamb, the goat, and you add fire to it. So the Lord had given that similitude because when he sent these missiles, which is the fire, to hit America, which is the altar, as the apostle Paul go into, guess who gonna be the sacrifice? You're gonna have actual animals here, but the people. The people. It says the sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of kidneys and rams, for Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, man. So the Lord is gonna have a great slaughter on these Edomites. He ain't forget about all that they have done. If the Lord ain't forget about nothing we done as Israelites, how much more Esau? What that is in Jeremiah when he said, "You thought you was gonna go unpunished, you shall not go unpunished." If we ain't escape, Esau ain't escaping, man. You see? But I'm gonna end it off with Ezekiel 35 real quick. And matter of fact, just to show that's the day of the Lord, verse 8 said, "For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion." Let me end it off on Ezekiel 35, though. So again, as the brother to answer the brother question, why it seem like Esau always get away, although he commit atrocities on the world? Because the Most High said so. The Most High allowing it. It is not just that the Lord owned his side. No, the Most High is allowing Esau to get by. So therefore, when he finally do judge him, the judgment gonna be that much more worse. You see? And therefore, the Lord will be justified in bringing the type of judgment he gonna bring on Esau. Because how would it be if the Lord gonna do everything he gonna do, nowadays to Esau, missiles, newly created creatures, a time like never before? How would it, or should I say, it could be seen as unjustified if the Lord would have brought all this, way back then, just when Esau wanted to kill Jacob. You see? It would have been like an overkill because he didn't do as much yet. But now, seeing generations pass, ages pass, now Esau have done a lot in the earth, man, in different parts of the earth. Things we don't know about. So therefore, when the Lord bring this great judgment, he gonna be fully justified. See? Come on, man. Ezekiel 35, and we're gonna start at 1. It says, moreover, the word, and we're gonna end it with this. Moreover, the word of Yahweh, and I'm checking to see what y'all brothers got on the comment board. It says, moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. Now, who's Mount Seir? Right? Mount Seir, that's where the Edomites dwelt. Just like the in the scriptures, the Edomites, the Israelites sometimes we are likened unto Mount Zion. Or Esau is Mount Seir. So as we read about Mount Seir and what we're supposed to tell Mount Seir is to the nation of Edom, not an actual mountain. So Revelation, I don't know where I get Revelation from. Ezekiel 35 and 2, it says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, against the Edomites, and prophesy against it. And this is what you tell them. And say unto it, thus saith Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, or O Esau, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Right? Most desolate. It says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I'm Yahweh. And what's the cities that's gonna be laid waste? America. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, right, in the garden. Then that rolled over into Cain. Then that rolled over into Esau. Then that rolled over into the descendants today. A perpetual hatred. You ask the Edomite today why you don't like black people. They don't even know. They just don't. You see, they don't even know. We know why though, because we got the birthright, and we know they know we better than them. That's ultimately why. You see, but it says because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Well, therefore, as I live, said Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Let's stop there. The Most High said, as I live. That's a fact. And he will be here forever. And we know he alive. So the Lord said, as I live. So look, he put it on himself. The Most High is swine of God right here. People say, I put that on God. Well, the Most High putting it on himself. He said, therefore, as I live, said the Most High, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. So it ain't that Esau getting away. No, his judgment is being prepared. Right? and blood shall pursue thee, and it's gonna come. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out and him that returneth. Let's jump down. Let me get to the point. Right? Going to when the nations be shown mercy, Esau ain't gonna be shown no mercy, man, at all. And when the nations gonna be shown mercy again after 1,000 long years of hardcore slavery in the kingdom of heaven, which will be on earth. That's the Bible say. But after that, 1,000 long years, Esau, the daddy Esau, on down to the least Edomite, all of them gonna be exterminated, man, and we'll never see what a righteous rulership is like. You know, it says, man, think of that. Because look, the Lord will take Esau out. Look, after all Esau trying to discover everything in the oceans, the different stones, different animals, in the space, when all these things be revealed to us and we just have them on a day-to-day in the kingdom, Esau ain't gonna be there to even see it. The Most High go take this nigga out before he even see the things that he was trying so hard to discover when he was ruling. When we had these things on a daily, Esau ain't even go get none of it, man. But again, the other nations go, see what it's like. That's why I said when the righteous on authority, the people rejoice. Everybody go rejoice but Esau. Let's prove that. Let's prove that. This is Ezekiel 35. So this is another scripture to prove Esau will be exterminated, man, in the kingdom of heaven. This is Ezekiel 35. And we're going to start at 12. It says, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemy. So the Most High heard everything Esau said and did. It says, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying they are laid desolate, they are given to us to consume. Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me, and I have heard them. Well, now this is what the Lord got to say, and I ended with this. Verse 14, Ezekiel 35 and 14, it says, thus saith Yahweh power, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. Now, when is the whole earth going to rejoice? When the righteous are in authority. After 1,000 long years of hardcore captivity, the whole world going to rejoice. But for Esau, not him, not the white man, woman, or the child, not them. Why? It says, verse 14, thus saith Yahweh, and the Most High is saying this, not me. It says, thus saith Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. So the Lord is telling us, when the Israelites rule and set up a everlasting kingdom on earth, even the heathens go enjoy it. And it's the same thing it said in Isaiah 14. Towards the end of the chapter, even the heathens go enjoy it. But for Esau, you ain't gonna enjoy it. You could be exterminated, man. You could be exterminated as a nation. The extermination of a nation. You see, this is the judgment that's coming to these people. So to go back to the brother question, it's not that Esau just that cold, that he escaping judgment, or the Lord just love him, that he allowing this man to do this wickedness in the earth and he's getting by. No, the Lord is setting him up. That's what's going on. The Lord is reserving this man for a greater judgment than he would have got if the Lord would have judged him 2,000 some years ago. Right? If the Lord would have judged him right then and there when Cain killed Abel, it just killed him. Then what a great judgment in the end of the world would have been. Now we here. Now we understand what's going on. The Lord been saving these people to bring them down. You see? And what they say, the higher you are, the harder the fall. Right. This is about to be a hard fall for these so-called white people. And it's beautiful how the Lord played it out, having these people think they can't be touched. Man, the Wadi Yahweh Shemal Shan call all Yahweh Shemal. These Edomites really think they can't be touched. And they the superior nation of people. Lo and behold, man, the Lord been saving his judgment. And we all gonna rejoice, not just the Israelites, but the other nations. As Isaiah 14 said, we all gonna rejoice, man. Once this man taken out the way. Let's read this again. Ezekiel 35 and 14 and 15. And thus saith Yahweh power. Let's read the NLT. I'm curious. This is Ezekiel 35 and 14. It says, this is what the sovereign Lord says. The whole world will rejoice and I will make you desolate. Who's the you again? The Edomites. It says, you rejoice, the NLT version, you rejoice at the desolation of Israel's territory. It says, now will I rejoice at yours. You will be wiped out, you people of Mount Seir and all who live in Edom. And I just talking about in Edom, because the Edomites ain't in Edom today. Just as wherever the Israelites at, that's Israel. Wherever the Edomites at, that's Edom. You see, the border of wickedness. It says, then you will know that I'm Yahweh. So they will get wiped away, man. That's gonna be the judgment. That's gonna be the judgment. Let's see. Come on. So we can end it right there. So I want to touch on it. I read this question again for the bro. End times 111. Again, he put this on Elder Yashawamba video from yesterday about how we got a foreshadow of the glory. And what he asked was, why does Esau seem to flourish while committing atrocities against our people in the world? This devil never seems to get punished. Why? And he says, I'm not sure. I'm sure it's not true, but it sure seems that way. Oh, Yahweh, how long? But the thing is, you was right. It is true. That's what it is. The Lord is allowing these people to flourish and get by, even though he bringing wickedness and death into the world. And he never get punished because the Most High wanted it that way. He said, nobody touch Cain because I got somebody who will come from Edom with dyed garments from Basra. He going to do it for me. That's Yahweh Shai, man. You see, but I'm going to end it right there. See what y'all brothers got. The brother Yakar Bond. Shalom to the Akim Makwa from the common boy. How about Shema Shabrakatham? Job 20:5, it says that the triumphant of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. That's it. So yeah, they living it now, but it's gonna come to an end eventually. Here it is. This is what King David said. Psalm 60 and verse 9. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Will not thou, O Most High, which had cut us off, and thou, O Most High, which didst not go out with our armies? It says, give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. And Yahweh Shai will be the one to lead us in and out of Edom, man. I ended with this. Ecclesiastes 12:3. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil. And that's Esau. Ain't no good coming to him, man. Because this is the main one who's occupied in evil. What it say? I think is in Proverbs that this man can't sleep or lay down until he do some wicked shit. So ain't no good coming to this nation of people. It says, nor to him that giveth no alms. And you know Esau's stingy. And the brother said his gift is also his curse. That's it. The Lord blessed him with the sword as Esau. And it's cold because who blessed him with the sword? Isaac. Yahweh Shai gave him the sword, and Yahweh Shai go be the one to take the sword, man. You know, or judge him with the sword. You see? But I end it right there. Matter of fact, I got one more. There was a time when one man ruled over another. I'm gonna end it off with this because this also know what it is. This Ecclesiastes 8 and 9. It says, all this have I seen and applied my heart unto every work that is done under the sun. There is a time wherein one man ruleth over another to his own hurt. And that's the answer to the brother question too. We just in a time where the Lord is allowing one man, Esau, to rule over another, the Israelites and these other nations, but it's going to be to his own hurt. The Lord got a beautiful story here, man. Just watch it play out. He know what he doing. Esau ain't getting away. The Lord know what he doing, man. So we in that time that one man have been ruling over us, but it's gonna be to his own hurt. You know, so I end it right there, Lord willing. This lesson was that a fun? I just want to answer that question. But with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. They keep fighting, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. And with that, shalom.